Section 144. Vaisampayana continued. King Dhritarashtra, whose knowledge only was his eyes, on hearing these words of his son and recollecting everything that Kanika had said unto him, became afflicted with sorrow, and his mind also thereupon began to waver. Then Duryodhana and Karna and Sakuni, the son of Subala, and Dussana, as their fourth, held a consultation together. Prince Duryodhana said unto Dhritarashtra, "Send, O father, by some clever contrivance the Pandavas to the town of Varanavata. We shall then have no fear of them." Dhritarashtra, on hearing these words uttered by his son, reflected for a moment and replied unto Duryodhana, saying, "Pandu, ever devoted to virtue, always behaved dutifully towards all his relatives, but particularly towards myself. He cared very little for the enjoyments of the world, but devotedly gave everything unto me, even the kingdom. His son is as much devoted to virtue as he, and is possessed of every accomplishment of worldwide fame. He is again the favorite of the people, possessed of allies. How can we by force exile him from his ancestral kingdom? The councillors and soldiers of the state, and their sons and grandsons, have all been cherished and maintained by Pandu, thus benefited of old by Pandu. Shall not, O child, the citizens slay us with all our friends and relatives? Now on account of Yudhishthira." Duryodhana replied, "What thou sayest, O father, is perfectly true. But in view of the evil that is looming on the future, as regards thyself, if we conciliate the people with wealth and honors, they would assuredly side with us for these proofs of our power. The treasury and the ministers of state, O king, are at this moment under our control. Therefore it behoveth thee now to banish by some gentle means the Pandavas to the town of Varanavata. O king, when the sovereignty shall have been vested in me, then, O Bharata, may Kunti with her children come back from that place." Dhritarashtra replied, "This, O Duryodhana, is the very thought existing in my mind, but from its sinfulness I have never given expression to it. Neither Bhishma, nor Drona, nor Khatri, nor Gautama, Kripa will never sanction the exile of the Pandavas. In their eyes, O dear son, amongst the Kurus, ourselves and the Pandavas are equal. Those wise and virtuous persons will make no difference between us. If therefore we behave so towards the Pandavas, shall we not, O son, deserve death at the hands of the Kurus, of these illustrious personages of the whole world?" Duryodhana answered, "Bhishma hath no excess of affection for either side, and will therefore be natural in case of dispute. The son of Drona, Ashwathaman, is on my side. There is no doubt that where the son is, there the father will be. The Kripa, the son of Saradvad, must be on the side on which Drona and Ashwathaman are. He will never abandon Drona and his sister's son Ashwathaman. Khatri, Vidura, is dependent on us for his means of life, though he is secretly with the foe. If he sides the Pandavas, he alone can do us no injury. Therefore, exile thou the Pandavas to Varanavata without any fear, and take such steps that they may go thither this very day. But this act, O father, extinguish the grief that consumeth me like a blazing fire, that robbed me of sleep, and that pierced my heart, even like a terrible dart." Thus ends the 144th section in the Jatugriha Parva of the Adi Parva.